2020 has been riddled with natural disasters in addition to the pandemic. There's been flooding, hurricanes, wildfires, and even earthquakes. It seems nowhere on the planet is immune, and the two Virginias have taken some hits. But one of the biggest academic hubs in this region is putting natural disasters under a microscope. Meteorologist Brandon Lawson joins us now live in the studio to explain. Brandon?
Hey there, Melinda. You're exactly right. This is a really cool program I caught up with. It's based out of Blacksburg, and it's a new program from Virginia Tech that looks into these natural disasters both near and far. An expert team at Virginia Tech made up of faculty, students, and extension agents have come together into one graduate program. That program will be studying flooding across Southwest Virginia.
So in our group, we have engineers, we have geoscientists, we have urban planners, we have biologists and wildlife conservancy people.
It is a graduate program called Disaster Resilience and Risk Management. It focuses on not just mitigating infrastructures for natural disasters, but connecting with communities in a crisis.
So we come there and help the community to improve. But we realize now that it's much more sustainable and much better to actually work with the community and in the community to understand the problems that they have, because it's not just the flooding. There's a whole slew of other social and economic issues associated with every natural hazard that we need to better understand in order to find solutions that are sustainable and actually have a positive outcome afterwards.
Bluefield, Virginia is a community that has battled flooding for years. Jack Asbury Square was created to mitigate the flooding here, but the mitigation didn't just fix the flooding issues, it improved the community, making room for a veterans memorial, a Tazewell County Visitor Center, and a farmers market shelter.
We want these programs not only to focus on the natural disasters such as flooding, we want it to also encompass the town and what's good for the town. Like here in this area where there's been parks developed where we didn't have those before. There's been parking allowed in areas that wasn't available for parking before.
The goal of the team is the same, but some students tell us they joined the program for different reasons.
I'm from Ecuador, and just before I came here, we had a huge earthquake there in the region where I live. And I was part of the team that went to the very first weeks and inspecting structure safety. And you don't only do that, but you also find the people around you, which is having all this trouble.
I recognize that if I end up working in a coastal setting, I'm going to be dealing with these natural hazards, and so are other people. And so I was really interested in being able to learn about coastal systems from people who are not wildlife biologists, learning about it from the perspective of an engineer, or learning about it from the perspective of someone who does policy and planning.
There's some inspiring words from both of those students. Here's what's cool about the reach of this program. International students take what they've learned back to their countries to help their own people. And I get a chance to speak with them tomorrow, along with Virginia Tech's Tazewell County Extension agent, as well as other stakeholders like flood victims. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Here for you in studio, Brandon Lawson, WVVA News.